All right, so we're gonna get a weight. This is the engine, no clutch, no transmission, and no headers. £394. All right, so we're just gonna get a weight of the engine leveler here. It's 12 pounds. All right, so the ls3 with no accessories is 364. Right now it just has the pan and the engine mounts. Okay, we're gonna get a quick weight of the bin here. £3. All right, so here's the Holly kit. I'm gonna weigh it right now. So basically, if you want the AC, you're gonna go with 20-162. And if you're using like the Camaro setup, you're gonna want the spacer kit 21-4. If you don't want the AC, just go with the 20-156. £47. All right, so the weights of the ls3 after the accessories and the engine came out to 411. When you minus the weight of the leveler and the recycle bin, it actually came out to 396, which is only 2 pounds heavier than the VQ, which is absolutely insane. All right, so another thing with the Sicky kit is the transmission brace. It was hitting my Y pipe, so basically I notched it slightly, and I also massaged the pipe a little bit on both sides, just for clearance. Also, if you are using the Sicky kit, the Sicky headers, there's no product that they make to connect your Y pipe to your header. If you do use stock headers, they do make like test pipes. They will connect the stock headers to your Y pipe. In my case, they don't have that, obviously, and these needed to be fabricated. Your stock clutch line is also going to be short. Like, it will reach and it will be usable, but the line will be like pulled very tightly. So basically, this is the Sicky line. It goes from the master all the way to the slave. It's all stock, everything's stock except for the line. And I wrapped it with some heat wrap just because it's very close to the headers. All right, so this is basically where my oil filter is going to be living. Basically just run lines to the bottom of the pan. One little heads up with this is if you do want to use your stock like factory thread pitch of an LS filter, you are going to have to change the fitting. The one that comes with the Sicky kit, it's a different fitting, and they do supply you with a different filter. They will work. It's just, in my opinion, I rather just pick a filter for an LS3 as opposed to like cross-reference the filter that they gave me. Also, the filter that they give you is much larger, so it's more of a pain to squeeze in a tight area. I am going to be running an oil cooler. Basically, have this set up here temporarily just to break in the engine. Once the engine's broken in, I will be running the line from the trunk from the oil accumulator, also lines to this oil cooler here. Yeah, so also I have a power steering cooler. Your factory Nissan does come with a factory cooler. It's actually usually mounted on this side. I wanted to go with this just because I have boiled my fluid at the racetrack. Pretty much every time I go out, the fluid boils. I did order another 90 fitting just because this is kind of not how I like it to be. So I'm basically gonna have another 90 and a 90 from there, and then we'll be good to go. So just an idea of reference, this is going to be the guy that comes with your Sicky kit. It's a quality filter, there's nothing wrong with it. Basically, the only difference is the internal diameter of the thread. So basically, here's the two fittings here. This is the one that, again, comes with the Sicky kit. Just goes in there nice and easy. Again, I kind of just wanted to use like a filter that would, like if you go to the parts store, you order just for an ls3. This is not that. So basically, if you get this fitting here, this is going to be the size that you need for your ls3, and this is the size that goes into the adapter that comes with the Sicky kit. As you see, it's the same thread pitch as this side. The smaller end's going to go into your adapter, and the bigger end's going to go into your new ls3 filter. I will put the thread pitch and all that in the description below. Okay, so also for your rad hoses, you're obviously going to be needing custom rad hoses. These are the two hoses that I got from the parts store. I can't remember which one is which. I believe this is the top and this is the bottom. This one is long. You're gonna have to cut it and connect it. I ran my steam port, so that was all easy. The bottom one, you're basically gonna have to cut it, twist it, make it work, but this one hose is all you need to make it work. Also, you're gonna need one connector for the bottom, kind of where your sway bar will be. So this is the connector that I used. This is the size here for the hose. It was from this company here, if you're interested. So right here, you could see that the 6-inch piece is right here. I did cut it right there. I also cut the ends to shorten it, and up there. All right, so here's the one in the front. As you can see, I have that fitting. You usually use those for, like, let's say a water pressure gauge, or I guess in my case, I'm using it for the steam port. So yeah, that's the pipe there. And I also got my Mishimoto 350Z airbox to work. So basically, how you're gonna get that to work is usually the intake will come through here. As you can see, I put like a little patch there, welded it up, and this side here is just, I basically put like a U-cut, and it's pretty good. It's a little tight here by the intake. As you can see, it's kind of rubbing. I might like clearance that a little bit better. And then the weather strip, all this stuff comes with the kit already, like the airbox for the factory Z, and yeah, good to go. Okay, so for just a little heads up, basically your Z, your fuel pressure regulation is in your sending unit. So basically the Z is going to be running around 52 psi, whereas the LS is going to want 58. So basically this is a drop-in unit from LOJ. Comes with the regulator set to 58 psi. It also comes with a high pressure AEM pump. So I'm gonna have to take out that DW300. My main issue was the Z comes set from the factory at 52 psi fuel pressure. So basically, there's something in the fuel sending unit here that regulates the fuel pressure. So basically, this is your like easiest, quickest, best option in my opinion. Your other options would be to like go to like a returnless system or a return system, I should say, and put like a regulator in line of your return line. Again, this is like your best option. This is sold by LOJ. Okay, so basically, just a little heads up. If you are planning to use the kit made by Siki, basically, you're definitely going to want to go through the bottom. You're going to want to pull the subframe and put the engine in through the bottom. Just a quick heads up, you're definitely going to have to clearance this secondary firewall where the back of the head, it actually touches the firewall. So basically I was not aware of that, so I kind of damaged my firewall a little bit. It's not like too much of a big deal, just kind of a heads up in regards to that. Also, in regards to having to change these rear spark plugs, this side particularly I feel is going to be like a pain. This side's going to be very tight. It looks more doable. That's going to be a bridge to cross when I get there. There's one more spot on the underneath, which I'll show you right now. Okay, so basically, if you are going to be using your CD trans, there's this little nub here. That little nub on the passenger, or sorry, the driver's side, that is going to lightly touch your transmission tunnel. Also, this upper bolt right here is going to lightly touch your trans tunnel as well. So if you could see, I kind of clearanced it there. It's very tight, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but whatever, just take my word for it. The that little thing right here, that's gonna touch very lightly. This is not a big deal, just literally one little tap with the hammer will clearance it enough. And then this bolt, if I was to redo it, this whole area on the trans tunnel, I would have kind of massaged a little bit just to make a little bit of extra space. And again, the passenger side, kind of where the head is gonna meet the firewall, that is also gonna touch.